Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Georgia ready to dive it up on another 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown Owls. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early, you put yourself in a hole, not good.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Averill. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
The Owls offense will go to work for the 1st time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Got his man on the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Owls want to pick up the tempo. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And that field shrinks. You've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, they'll do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Averill. Pocket breaking down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick-6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick-6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here...
He's got it down the left. Open spaces. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Tyree. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Tyree. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot up.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the right. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Trying to play a little field position with that high fly. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's got the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Blade. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent. magnificent on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Owls are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Averill. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He wants to throw it. With the catch, it's played. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Finds his big tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together, really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Rushes on him. He's got it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that. Florida Atlantic races to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a third and long. He's looking to pass. Flips it out on the screen. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now they take the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. And it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football?
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Averill. Gets it out fast. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Wants to throw again. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect.
Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will give him the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Oh, what a move to get open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Flips it out to the back.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got a man. It's small. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Averill. Fires to the wideout. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
On the run, fires downfield. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of too soon.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Peace. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Peace. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. There he goes. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Averill. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action on them, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and then just spread me out and make me defend so many things. You can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving them the field goal.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Using his feet. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To throw, it's Averill. He's going to let it go. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Georgia trying to finish the deal and run out the clock. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Tyree. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Averill. Now improvising. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
Touchdown, Dogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.